What did you see that you definitely weren't supposed to see? When I was 17, I had this part-time job helping out the janitor at my high school. The janitor was this quiet older guy named Frank, who always wore the same blue coveralls and never said much besides, "Good work," when we finished up. One Thursday evening, I was stacking chairs in the cafeteria when one slipped out of my hands and crashed into the back wall. A huge chunk of plaster cracked and fell off, leaving this weird gap. I could see something behind it that looked like a door frame, all painted over and boarded up with old plywood. Frank was in the kitchen doing whatever janitors do, so I didn't mention it, but I couldn't stop thinking about it all night. Like, why would they seal up a door? What was back there? My curiosity was eating at me. The next night, I told Frank I forgot my backpack and came back around 10 p.m. with a flashlight and this old crowbar I found in my dad's garage. The school was completely empty and dark. I went straight to that wall and started prying at the plywood. It took forever because I had to be quiet, but eventually it came loose. The door was stuck with layers of paint, but I managed to force it open. The smell hit me first. This gross, moldy, stale air that made me gag. I shined my flashlight inside and my stomach just dropped. It was this small room, maybe the size of a closet. There were old metal folding chairs and a broken desk shoved in one corner. But the walls were covered in these faded kids' drawings, stuck up with yellowing tape that was peeling off. They looked really old, like from the 80s or something. But what really messed me up were the chains on the wall. Actual metal chains with rusty handcuffs still hanging from them. On the floor were these tiny pink sneakers, just sitting there like someone had taken them off yesterday. There was also this disgusting moldy blanket and a cracked baby doll with one eye missing. I almost left right then, but I saw this notebook on the floor. I picked it up and started flipping through it. The first pages had normal kid drawings, houses, stick figures, flowers, but as I kept turning pages, they got darker. Stick figures in cages, stick figures crying, one labeled "me" with tears streaming down. I took pictures with my phone, hands shaking the whole time. Then I got the hell out of there and called the police from my car. At first, they didn't believe me. The cop who answered was like, "Probably just an old storage room, kid." But when I sent him the pictures, his tone changed real quick. Within an hour, there were 3 police cars at the school. They brought in a whole team the next day. Turns out the room matched reports from the 1980s when multiple kids went missing. The original principal back then, this guy named Mr. Hendricks, had always been suspected, but nothing was ever proven. He died in the 90s. The handwriting in the notebook matched one of the missing kids, this little girl named Amy who disappeared when she was 8. The case had gone cold for over 30 years. My pictures ended up being used in court to reopen all those old cases. Families finally got some answers about what happened to their kids. Some of them even thanked me, which was really heavy. I never went back to that job. Frank got fired because apparently he knew about the room the whole time but never reported it. I finished my senior year online because I couldn't handle walking those halls anymore, knowing what happened there.